So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. When you are watching this class, I'm here in a little cabin at the Sunshine Coast, and just an example of that you can practice yoga anywhere where you would like, and you just create the space because you want to. So today we'll start in a lotus position, so you can bring one foot in front of the other, or bring your feet into the crest of your hips if that's a possibility for you. But if not, then you can also just sit on your knees, whatever feels comfortable, and you can have a long spine to sit up straight. You want to have a long spine. The spine is your central channel to receive, to let everything flow, and let the shoulders just be relaxed, slightly lifting your chest so your shoulders sink back, and then close your eyes for a moment. Feel your sit bones on the mat. Let yourself sink into the ground from the sit bones. Rooting down, grounding down. Everything starts with grounding down, and then we are able to rise up into the chakras. And today we're already arrived at the heart. So if you like, you can bring your hands on your heart to connect to your heart chakra in the center of your chest. A wheel of light in the front and in the back of your chest. Placing the right hand over the left. Maybe you can feel your heart rate. Maybe you feel the warmth of the cold of your hands on your chest. And the arms and hands are an extension out of our body from the heart, so the energy flows and cycles like an infinity loop through the heart, through the arms, through the hands, back into the chest, through the arms, to the hands, back into the chest. So you're giving yourself love by placing your hands on your chest, and whenever you reach your hands out to give someone a hand or a hug, you're also extending your love outside of you. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale to your heart. Exhale to the mouth. Release any tension, any stuck energy. Let it all go. Inhale. And exhale, release. Deep inhale to the back of your heart. And exhale, let go. You can set an intention here for your practice. Take another deep inhale to your heart. Exhale, release. Releasing the hands down onto your thighs. We'll use also a heart chakra mudra and the seed sound yam. Yam is the sound for the heart. So you bring your hands, the right hands, bring the thumb and the index finger together at the height in front of your chest, in front of the heart. And then we're gonna use the mantra yam. So first inhale to exhale. Release all the air. And take a deep inhale. Yam. 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 Yam, yam, yam. Release the mudra, let your hands rest. Feel the resonance of the seat sound, the vibration move through your body, your chest. Open your eyes with a soft gaze and bring the soles of the feet together. You can sit your hips on a cushion or a bolster if you need to elevate your hips. And you want this to be able to lift from the lower back as well, even and especially when the knees are more up, then it's easier to sit on a bolster or something higher so your knees can drop more down and you open the hips and have more space for your lower back and lower spine to come forward. If you have sensitive knees, bring something underneath your knees like a folded blanket or maybe a bolster. And inhale, lift your chest to lengthen the spine and come forward. Imagine yourself being pulled forward on a thread from the navel. And then slowly round into the posture. Relax your neck and head, relax your shoulders without trying or forcing yourself any further than your body allows in this moment. You just sink into the posture and relax. You can hold your feet, but never pull on the toes or on the feet. So you're just relaxed here with the arms and the wrist. If you need support for your head, you can also stack two bolsters or fold a blanket so you can relax your forehead onto the bolster or blanket. Feeling the stretch in the hip area, also opening up the back of the heart between the shoulder blades. And rounding your heart inwards, bowing down to the earth. And really focus at the back of your heart, opening up the back of your heart. Back of the heart stands for self-love, the love that we have for ourselves. And we hardly ever give enough attention to that area. So this is a really good pose to focus on that area and send yourself some love. Let it stretch and open and expand so the love can flow through your entire body. Notice if your jaw is relaxed. If you like, you can affirm to yourself, saying out loud, I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. You can also use the breath. Inhale to the back of your heart. Expand and exhale. Let any tension or blockages go with the exhale. Inhale and release. Relax deeper into your posture. One more inhale and exhale.
Allow yourself to sink a little deeper, to relax a little more, to soften and open into that heart space. Press your hands into the ground in front of you to slowly press yourself back up. One vertebra at a time, neck and head last to come up. Bring your hands on the outside of the knees so you can help your knees up. Slowly straighten out your legs in front of you. Now find your way on your back, on the mat. Remove any props. Arms next to your body, hand palms up. And let your back sink into the mat. Feeling the rebound of the posture. Let everything flow and neutralize. Just relax. For the next posture, we move into a supported bridge. You can grab sturdy blanket, fold it, or a block if you have. Bend your knees and place your feet on the mat. And the feet are hip distance. And inhale, lift your hips and bring your block underneath your hips. This is just above the butt cheeks and just below the lower back. And then straighten your legs back out again. So your hips can open and sink and your chest is slightly lifted. So this is a posture where you can perform in different ways and also keep this blanket or block in the middle of the back or the upper back, which we will do later. First, opening up this lower part of the spine, preparing us also for the next pose. Just relax, let your shoulders sink back. So also focus here on your heart space so your heart can open. Your chin is slightly down, so you lengthen the back of the neck and line on the floor. Do you feel the space this creates at the front of your chest? You can also use any affirmations that you hear in the music or the playlist that you create for yourself. I am perfect as I am. Notice if there's any body parts that you can let relax more. And bend your knees, place your feet on the mat. Gonna move the block or blanket a little up higher into the middle back. So lifting your hips, bringing that support in the middle back. So often the block can be a little too much. Maybe if you have a low block on the low side of the block, or then grab a blanket so it's softer. And then straighten out your legs again. Feel how the shoulders sink back more, your chest is slightly more lifted. In this passive back bend, opening up the chest, opening up your heart space. Notice if you can relax a little more. Sink back. Using the breath on each inhale to expand your lungs, creating more space in your chest. The more the shoulders sink back, the more space there is for the ribcage and the lungs to breathe. With every breath, our lungs are massaging our heart, hugging our heart. It's like a love relation between the lungs and the heart. And bend your knees, place your feet back on the mat. You need to lift your hips and remove the props. And bring your hips down. You can keep your knees bent if you have a sensitive lower back, and let the knees relax against each other. And if your back is fine, then straighten the legs out and relax back for the rebound of the posture. And slowly roll to one side and press yourself up with your free hands. You come back up to a seat. For the next posture, we move into heart melting pose. You come onto hands and knees. And make sure your knees are underneath your hips. Knees are hip distance. Your hands are in front. You want a blanket maybe for support, so always have it nearby so you have it when you need it. And here we're gonna walk our hands forward. Chest comes down, melting down to the ground. So if this is a challenge for you, you can also bring the blanket underneath the chest. Or if your forehead can touch the mat, then bring the blanket underneath your forehead. So these are the options. Also, if you feel your shoulders have too much intensity, then you can bend the elbows out to the side. So it's really melting the heart down to the ground, to the earth, Mother Earth. So just figure out your options. Perfectly fine to just wiggle around the yin yoga and try different ways, because everybody is different. Now finding your posture, finding your stillness, which is also an important part of the practice in yin, to really find the stillness at some point and stay with the stretch and stay with any discomfort, as long as it's not too much. So about 70% of stretch that you experience or discomfort, or 70% that you can get into your posture. If there's too much weight in the front on the shoulder area, you can also bring the hips a little more back. You're melting your heart, you're pouring your heart out to the earth, letting go of any worries, any sorrows, any hurt, any heaviness. Let it all just flow out, dissolve out of your chest into the earth, into Mother Earth. We'll stay here one more minute. Notice if you can relax what you do with this knowledge that it's one more minute. Can you relax into your posture? Enjoy and be here in the present moment. And slowly press yourself up. Turn around, find your way to
your Savasana. On your back, resting back. Feel any sensations. Always make sure your hand palms are up to the ceiling, to the sky, so your shoulders can open and sink back. Opening up your chest. And slowly roll to one side, brush yourself up with your free hands, and come to sit with your legs straight in front of you. We'll move in a forward rounding pose again to give more attention to the back, opening up the heart at the back. So if you feel here, you can pull the flesh underneath your sit bones. If you feel you need to sit on a cushion or a bolster, please do so. If you have sensitive knees, bend your knees a little. And then inhale, lift your chest and come forward. Like a thread is pulling on your navel again, just rounding into the posture. Caterpillar pose. Your hands are resting next to your calf muscles with the hand palms up, or you bring your hand palms down and underneath your calf muscles. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your neck is relaxed, your head is relaxed. Sensitive for your neck, you can pull your chin in slightly. Notice the stretch at the back of the spine. Notice how you can use your breath to create more space. Wherever you feel stretch, you can breathe into it. The exhale, you can release tension and tightness. Notice if your shoulders are relaxed. Notice if your jaw's relaxed, your tongue.
I was rushing in the streets every day on repeat. All the city's concrete made me feel incomplete. 'Cause I was restless and it seemed so senseless. So I thought it's the best to go to the forest. So I left town and I slowed down, sat on the ground I heard a sound. I started listening, way down deep within. 'Cause I could hear her calling, I could hear her sing.
Bring your attention to the space between your shoulder blades, the middle of your back.
Suddenly I knew
Breathe into that space and affirm to yourself, I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love.
underneath my feet. Hear her heartbeat underneath my feet. Hear her heartbeat underneath my feet. As I was sitting there, nature began to take care of me and my body, and she was nurturing me, filling me up with new energy, making me feel tranquility. So easy, so cozy, so healthy, so naturally. Charging up at a river or tree. Anytime.
Moving into the last minute of this posture. Notice if you can relax a little deeper, soften a little more. Let yourself sink with the help of gravity.
Hear her heartbeat underneath my feet. 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 Hear her heartbeat underneath my feet.
Take another breath here to that space, your heart space at the back of your body. Exhale, release. And slowly start to round yourself back up.
Feel your spine when it's straight again. And then come back on your back, arms next to the body, hand palms up. Feel any sensations in your body. Where do you feel cold? Where do you feel warmth? Slowly roll to one side, press yourself up. The next posture will be a reclined butterfly, so you need a bolster or a folded blanket for your lower back, and maybe a block or a pillow for your head. So just be creative with what you have. You come to sit in the middle of the mat or more towards the front. Bring the soles of the feet together so your knees are out to the side. If your knees are sensitive, you can also bring something underneath your knees and then move the block or bolster close to your lower back. And then notice if your block is just behind or a folded pillow, and slowly bring yourself onto your elbows. And then bring the cushion underneath your head, supporting your head. So the back of your head is parallel to the floor. So if your chin is too much up, you want to bring it more down. If it's too much down, then move the block or the cushion a little more down towards your neck. So your neck is basically parallel to the floor. This is a heart opening pose. You can bring your arms out to the side, especially if you have this space. So you can open up your wings, your hand palms up, and the shoulder blades sink back to the ground. You open this chest space more, let your heart shine up towards the sky. Soft belly. And if you feel any tightness around your heart space at any given moment in your life, there are several ways can help you to soften and open up the heart space. So for instance, you can imagine your heart is like a little garden where a seed is planted, which starts to open and grow and bloom towards the sun. You can also think of someone you love dearly. Often it works very well to think of a pet or a little child, or even imagine yourself as a little child. And what you feel if you would see yourself walking as a little toddler into the room. Cultivating that self-love. If at any point it becomes too intense for your hips, you can always press your heels away from you and straighten your legs and just stay in the posture. If it's too much for the lower back, then you can remove the blanket as well, the bolster. And try to notice what is too much. What does that mean? If you feel stretched, that's great. That's what we're here for. And if you feel stinging sensation in one spot, then that's a sign of your body to remove yourself out of the posture. We'll stay here 2 more minutes and invite yourself to relax more, open your heart. Trust your body. I love myself. I accept myself. I am love. I love myself. I accept myself. I am love. Take another breath to your heart space. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Sigh it out. And slowly coming out of the posture, we're pressing the elbows into the mat. Or maybe you like to roll onto one side. Whatever works for you. Remove any props. So you can then come back onto your back. In a Savasana rebound posture. Feel what parts of your body are touching the mats. And slowly rolling to one side, push yourself up. We're ready, arriving at the last posture for this practice. I want to end the practice with the same posture that we started in. So also the butterfly posture, bring the soles of the feet together. Remember what you needed in the beginning. Pull the flesh underneath your sit bones. Notice what your knees feel like. And then inhale, lift your chest. Let your navel come forward first, your lower back, your lower belly, and then your chest. And then rounding in. Relax the neck and head. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. If you need any support.
Bring your attention to the back of your heart. If you like, ask your heart if it has a message for you, a wish. Notice if your jaw and your shoulders are relaxed. If you can sink a little deeper into the posture for the final minutes. We'll take 3 more breaths to the back of our heart. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, expand that space between the shoulders. Exhale, sigh. Inhale into your heart. All the oxygen, all the fresh oxygen. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands onto the ground to slowly press yourself up. Second head last. Use your hands at the outside of the knees to help your knees up. Straighten your legs in front of you. And then find your way into your final Savasana. So maybe you want a blanket to cover yourself. Take some socks to stay warm. Be sure to never skip the final Savasana. Really take those couple of minutes for your integration so you get all the benefits of your practice, of the postures you've just did. By completely letting go, relax. Your body knows exactly what to do. The only thing you need to do is let go and relax, sink back into your mat.
Slowly start to deepen your breath to your lower belly. Move your fingers, your toes. Maybe stretch yourself like you're just waking up. Roll yourself to your favorite side. You can still lie with your eyes closed if you want to. When you're ready, you can slowly start to find your way to a seat. Bring your hands on your heart, right over the left. Connect to your heart, to your intention for this practice. Take a deep inhale to your heart. Exhale, sigh. Bring the hands together in front of the chest. Bow your head towards your heart to thank yourself, to honor yourself for your practice. I thank you, I honor all of you for practicing with me, for the light inside of you. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you have any questions, please let me know. And next week we'll dive into the throat chakra with Yin Yoga next Friday. A beautiful, blessed day. Namaste.